Today, I stand before you to explore a concept that holds immense power, yet often eludes our grasp: the art of letting go.
Because you see, to be detached from the world, in the sense that Buddhists and Taoists and Hindus will often talk about detachment, does not mean to be non-participative.
Take those 1% wins.
You can have a sexual life very rich and very full, and yet all the time be detached. By that I don't mean that you just go through it mechanically and have your thoughts elsewhere. I mean a complete participation, but still detached.
Morning folks, welcome back to Cambridge. Down here for a few days, dogless. I thought I'd take myself away, recharge, reset. Let me begin this YouTube vlog with an apology. I'm getting on a bit now, I'm 30 years old. I'm mature enough to look back at how I've conducted myself in the past and go, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have acted a certain way. I am still a firm believer, and I will stand by my stance on the immediate requirement for the reduction in ultra-processed food. I'm getting sick of saying the word, I really am. It's the thing with me, right? When I have some sort of awakening and something clicks and it works and I feel great, everyone's got to do it. You've got to do this. Eat like this. I get ahead of myself a little bit. I can only apologise. I'm trying to work on it. However, I still stand by the video which was aimed at coaches that deem it acceptable to consume ultra-processed food on a daily basis. Yeah, hypocrite. Yeah, absolutely. There was a large level of naivety and ego drive back when I used to consume food. I had people back in the day saying, Tom, you should lay off this a little bit. Mate, I'm slamming Rice Krispie square bars, pancakes, cereal, cookies. I'm having that on a daily to get the food in for my off seasons. Was that the catalyst for this stomach issue? Who knows? I'm not naive to the possibility that it could have been Clen, Yohimbine, oral anabolics. It could be all sorts. For argument's sake, let's say that it was the steroids that caused my stomach, right? Is there or is there not a growing issue with ultra-processed foods and its effects psychologically, cardiometabolically, neurodegenerative, stomach? Absolutely. So I'm just trying to use the newfound knowledge that I've experienced for the last 12 months, because when I got the diagnosis 12 months ago, NHS gave me a leaflet and said, on your way. You're just giving me an autoimmune disease and you expect me to start living off a pamphlet. So I had to take it upon myself, deep dive. I love it. I thrive on printouts and highlighters and books and research. And the information and meta-analysis that I've seen over the last 12 months, the likes of Dr. Charlie Lee's, raising awareness about the risk of ultra-processed, I'm in a position where I'm like, something needs to be done. Now, I don't want to ram it down your throats. I really don't. And I'm working on that. But like I said, I get super excited. Everyone's got to try this. So, an apology. But like I said, this ain't going anywhere. I've been dealt a short straw. I've now got to manage this condition for the rest of my life, you know. And I want to raise as much awareness and give people an alternative and try and get out of this headspace. I'm having discussions with doctors that said it's not realistic. Where have we gone wrong when a doctor whose duty it is of care to tell me, Tom, you know what, it's not realistic to eat like that. Something's got to be done, folks. So obviously, like I said, I'm not going to ram it down your throat, but I really do want to kind of deep dive and highlight these things and do it in a way whereby take bits in moderation, absolutely. I'm not saying eat eggs and go down the Eddie route, because that's an extreme alternative and one that isn't sustainable. And I've said countless times I disagree on certain stances with Eddie in terms of how fat loss is governed by insulin, and that I ignore. But the message is, you know, like, why are we arguing against the consumption of whole food? Why are we arguing against it? So, apologise, you know, if I've caused offence in the mannerism and tone that I came across in that previous video. I hold my hands up, but the message still stands very, very firmly. Okay, I'm gonna eat this. Sorry, I went on then. I'm gonna eat this. So I'm staying in the hayloft today. I'm going to the cart shed in a minute, and then I'm back to the hayloft. It was the only way I could make 3 days and 3 nights work in this Airbnb. Lovely, by the way, it's incredible. Went out there this morning, 5 a.m, bit of grounding, moon, sun, negative ions. Nice little run. Food, I'm probably going to do the rest of my check-ins, train at Le Coach, come back here, and then a little bit of exploring in Cambridge. Sorry that I went on for so long on this, but stay tuned. Back at Le Coach. I enjoy my Cambridge bubble. I feel like we should all have bubbles in life. It's giving me PTSD to the Rona days. Remember that, the bubble? Are they in your bubble? Yes, these 12 men are in my bubble at home. We all live together. I feel like we should have a bubble in life. Cambridge is now turned into one for me. So much so that I'm going back next weekend because I love it so much. Up there, I was going to say down there, up there. Cambridge, Madrid's my bubble. Centre Parks is a good bubble. I mean, you're literally away from everyone, which is great. In the forest, Ibiza, probably the main bubble. But yeah, Cambridge is great. Le Coach, probably one of my favourite gyms to train at. It is, I mean, it has an array of fantastic pieces of kit, but it works well together, like synergistically. You see how you get some gyms that are fantastic, a bit like Chelsea Football Club. You've got some really good, expensive pieces of kit, but synergistically, the gym doesn't work very well together. They don't have that problem at Le Coach. The pieces of equipment have been paired really well together, which is cool. Highly recommend you get down there. Even if you're in London, it's an hour and a bit drive. Do it in about an hour 20. While sticking to the speed limit, of course. So my split at the moment, this video is for people that are trying to incorporate running and conditioning and also doing some direct hypertrophy and strength training work. My training split itself at the moment is an upper, lower, a push and a pull. So I've got 4 sessions per week. Volume per body part is probably, it varies between around about 6 to 8 to 8 to 10. I'm dieting at the moment for holiday. Sort of 6 weeks into a proper adherence diet. I think the pre-diet to that was just very intuitive, but I tend to go through those phases quite well where I can eat fairly intuitively and I see scale weight drop and body comp improve. So I'd say the last 6 weeks tracking properly and got around about 5 to 6 weeks to go before we go away. And I want to get a lot more conditioned. But yeah, happy with overall size at the moment. Testosterone dose still at 150 milligrams off the back of that blast that we had back in Feb time, was it? I can't remember what time it was, but yeah, 150 meg test. Ran some blood work recently, but obviously due to blood work from NHS, tried to get them to print it out, but they were being very annoying. But my testosterone is at 18 nanomolar, so I think it's about 3 nanomolar above my regular 15s. On a cruise 150 milligram test, I go between 15 nanomolar to 80 nanomolar. But yeah, in terms of structuring a split, if you are interested in incorporating some long distance running or cycling, the weather's getting a little bit better, some conditioning work, and also some very low Z2 runs. I'll come on to that in a second. But you may want to structure an upper, lower push pull. You may want to go like upper, lower quad dominant, posterior and push as an example. But 4 sessions for me, I think, is just the right amount of volume to recover and allow increasing performance in all aspects. So my Wednesday condition hard rock sessions, my direct training, and also my long distance runs as well. I think 5 for me and for other clients that we've tried to trial it. It's been a little bit too much. That 5th session, that 5th day of demand for hypertrophy and strength, I think is a little bit too much. So in terms of cardio, so my cardio at the moment, I've got four sessions per week at 30 minutes. More often than not, they're on the Stairmaster. They've been on the Stairmaster recently because the weather's been poor. But if the weather is really nice in the morning, as opposed to doing 30 minutes on the Stairmaster and about a 145 heart rate, I will do an extremely slow plod around the area. So these sessions, you're not to be concerned about distance or pace. It is just literally keeping your heart rate, and it's a good way to build your Z2 here. Just keep that heart rate in around about 140 to 145 for the vast majority of us. And I, again, I'm not concerned about distance or time there. I'm just literally plodding along and I'm kind of ticking that box of cardio for those sessions. My longer runs on a Sunday, I tend to probably push a little bit higher, Z3, maybe I'd say Z3, and they range between maybe 10 to 15k. Or we've got London Duathlon in September, so I need to start getting back on the bike soon, do some much longer distances on the bike. I'll go into a proper training block for that, because London to Brighton's also the week after, and also I think there's a couple of high rocks round, so if I'm fit then I'll utilise it. But yeah, I would say if you are someone that wants to optimise hypertrophy, strength, in a dieting phase for holiday and incorporate some conditioning, running or cycling, then go upper, lower, push and a pull, and then runs. You can do a long run on a Sunday, and then Wednesday, as opposed to a conditioning session, you might even want to do like a tempo session if it's just running that you're after. But yeah. So this is the cart Skupno Ratno Esni. This is the cart shed. So this is a 2-bed. I'll give you a look around. I prefer that one over there, the hay loft I think it's called, because it's got access straight outside. This is like a really long schlong. You've got 2 beds, you've got one there and one there. Although I like the seating arrangement a little bit better because you're closer to the telly. I was a little bit too far away. I got this weird sort of like nauseous feeling when I sit, sort of anxiety provoking when I'm too far away from a telly and I'm trying to eat. I don't like it. I feel a bit lost. This one's positioning I like. So hot tub, as like the other one. Probably should get in it at some point. Want to join me? I didn't realise how strong the effects of grounding were on inflammation, the immune response, wound healing and prevention of treatment of chronic inflammatory and autoimmune diseases. Wonder why I like it so much. That is something else, that waking up and seeing that visually, green straight away, and then having the combination of sun and grounding. Powerful. 6 more weeks until we're away, I tell you. It's frightening how much you, as you mature, can physically feel the impact of what stress does to you. Like, I think back in the day when you were growing up, you could handle it a lot better and you weren't really aware of it. But since like having the old colitis diagnosis, I noticed when I come to places like this, I don't even get a grumble. Same as when I go to Ibiza, nothing happens over there. I said that to Josh and he was like, if I was in your position, I don't know why you're in. I said, yeah. Don't worry, 2025 is the year. I left myself short yesterday. I didn't get to explore Cambridge as much as I'd like to. So time is 8:22. I'm going to finish check-ins, move back over to that one because I'm there for another night. And then I've got a call with the NHS at 11. I think they put me on JAK inhibitors, which is exciting. Weirdly. So once that's sorted, we're going to head into Cambridge, take the laptop. Bit of research, bit of reading, have a little mooch. Very nice. Oh, I tell you what, this is lovely. This is lovely. How many steps have we done? 13,700. Successful day around Cambridge. I do like it up here. I like it a lot. I'll most certainly be back up here. I'll put the links to the Airbnb in the description. I'd say if you were to ask me, Tom, what's your favourite, I would probably say the cart shed, the other one. This is great because you've got you can that straight away. But I'd say the cart shed, and it's double bedroom, so if you want to come down with a mate, then easy. Then you got La Coach gyms like 8 minutes away. Cambridge is about 15 min. Very nice. There's a really good bookshop in Cambridge. I can't remember their name, but it's unbelievable. It's not Waterstones. The Waterstones is good. It's like three floors, but this one's a good one. Right. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. I'll see you very soon. As always, thank you, good night, and much love. I hope you enjoyed the previous optimal, actually it might have been the typical Sunday video, I'm not too sure. Either way, the link to the previous video will be up there. See you later.